Hey, welcome back to Pre-K Sunday School. It's great to be back with you for in-person Sunday School with elementary Sunday School and online for Pre-K Sunday School. Today, immediately after worship, in-person worship, we're having the Advent Craft Fair. We're making all sorts of Advent crafts, gingerbread houses, wreaths, ornaments, all sorts of fun stuff. And we've even gotten word from the North Pole that Santa Claus will be stopping by for a special visit. Today is the second Sunday of Advent. Last week we lit our first candle, the candle of hope. This week we light the second candle, the candle of peace. Last week in our story, you remember, we learned about the calling of the prophet Samuel. Well, this week Samuel has grown up and he has been called by God to go and work with God to find the next king of Israel. Well, with that, let's head on in for our story. Here's our story. David is chosen. God said to Samuel, "I have a job for you. I want you to anoint a new king. Here's what you need to do. Bring a horn filled with oil to Bethlehem, and look for Jesse and all his sons. One of Jesse's sons will be the next king." Samuel was afraid that God's job was too scary. The old king was still around, and he was a very mean guy. But God promised Samuel, "I will help you." So Samuel walked to Bethlehem and found Jesse. "Line up all your sons, and let's see who will be the next king," Samuel said to Jesse. Samuel looked at the first son, Eliab, and he felt for sure God would choose him to be king. Eliab was big and good-looking, but God disagreed. Samuel was looking at the outside of Eliab, seeing how strong he looked. God was looking on the inside and did not see the right love in Eliab's heart. One by one, the sons came forward to see if they would be chosen. This one? Nope. Sorry. This one? No. How about this one? Don't think so. Finally, they ran out of sons. Except for one. That's Jesse's son, David, who was outside watching the sheep. They called for him. David came inside. He smelled a little bit like sheep, but his eyes sparkled with joy and love. David was just a boy, gentle and quiet. Samuel tried to see David from the outside and inside. This one? A hush fell over the room as everyone waited. "Yes," God told Samuel. "Yes," Samuel told everyone. Samuel poured oil from the horn onto David's head, anointing him with God's love and joy. David would be the next king. And that's our story. Well, David went on to be indeed a great king. One of the greatest king, probably the greatest king that Israel would ever have. And many years after David, a descendant of David, someone from David's line, David's family, would be born in a manger. You know who that is. Jesus, the greatest king of all. Today's story God looked at the heart. And God challenges us to see one another heart to heart, to look at people for their heart, to listen with open hearts to one another. And it's when we do that that we begin the work of peace. We'll know that we love you, and if there's anything that I or the church can do for you, let us know. We'll see you next time.